toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Sam Houston Bearcats, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Sam Houston State's offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Looking downfield on first down. It's caught. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
From the shotgun, the inside give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got him. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Turning it on. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Got his man. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on second down. Back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Minnesota's offense will take the field for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so...
Breaks into the open. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. The Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. The short hands, it's Johnson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
Hard to imagine this is only their first drive of the game, but their defense was on the field for virtually an entire quarter. So, guys, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here to convert this 3rd down so their defense can stay on the sideline and get their win back.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. No way the official's going to miss that. And the Golden Gophers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Rides the back on the option, the give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Loss of 7 yards on the play. It's now 4th and goal.
That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. We put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They'll try to start the 2nd quarter by putting points on the board with a field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here, he's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Number 17 takes it back for the score.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Not much coaches love more than finding points on special teams, and that 94-yard touchdown return gave it to them. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Got his man to the left. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard them.
He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. 3rd and short from the 49 is this 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. To the ground with the back. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
Really nice nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Gets it to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Punts it out of the air. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed in the middle. It's Crispin. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. And the Golden Gophers are facing 3rd and inches. He'll sneak it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
Well, sudden change situation. Got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown. They forced their opponent to take a field goal. Nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Makes the grab over the middle. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another 1st down here on 1st and 10. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Got a man. It's Watkins. What a cut. Now he's loose. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires on the move. Complete to the left. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Hayes. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Throws to the tight end. Got it on the outside. It's Johnson. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Snagged in the middle. It's Lanier. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just enough time to get off one more snap. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting points on the board before the break.
No gain on the play.
And in the final seconds of the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal unit. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. That'll cut this lead down to 5. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Minneapolis.
The Bearcats will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lanier. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Under fire. Catch in the middle, it's Lanier. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
That's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Golden Gophers have their offense in high gear. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
The Golden Gophers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Muscling ahead on third and short. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Working the middle, it's complete. And he's wrestled to the ground.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Using the quick game. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for him.
To the air on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Bearcats can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And let's not complicate this. It's worked before. The QB sneak continues to get first downs. Keep using it. Keep moving the chains.
And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bearcats back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're going to ride this running back. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Bearcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They believe they can run right here. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Bearcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line.
Well, this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sam Houston. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Pulls it, fired complete. Man, those sweet feet could dance on a light bulb. He's out to the 23.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll give it to the back. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to call back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
With the catch, it's Crispin. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hayes. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. game-winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Golden Gophers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to keep it in the air. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Trying to barrel in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
On third and goal, they'll throw it. Here's a heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. And the Bearcats buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. They'll go to the counter play. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1, gets him out to the 5.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Makes the grab on the left. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Finds his tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Bearcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On the move. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Makes the catch. It's Watkins. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And the Bearcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Georgia is getting throttled right now inside Sanford Stadium, and frankly, it's been that way since the crowd started barking during the opening kick. They're trailing by 14 to Miami. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll start this drive with a pass. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Golden Gophers racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
First down, 10 yards to go. Wants to go up top on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They just keep firing. They've got the screen set up. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
And the Bearcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quick.
Touchdown, Bearcats! And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line.
42 Spider, go!
Going right to work up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Booth. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.